you've said something once, and it gets into what we're talking about here, and I really like it, so I'll change it a little bit for what we're talking about. What's interesting isn't why Tiger Woods would do such a thing or why someone would get addicted to porn. You're like, well, it's obvious.
Or cocaine.
Yeah, of course.
Absolutely.
Are you kidding? It's amazing. I'm sure it feels terrific. What's interesting is why someone would decide, no, I don't want to live like this anymore.
Well, it's the same thing with fear. Why are people afraid? That is a stupid question. That's a stupid question in light of our knowledge of our own mortality.
Yes.
The whole mystery is, how are you ever not terrified out of your skull?
Yes.
Yeah, well, that's the fundamental religious question. That's something I really learned from neuropsychology and the study of the brain, but a fair bit from Jung too. You know, that belief, that fear itself is inhibited by the presence of a structure of integrated meaning. And you know, there are skeptics on that front, like the terror management theorists, who think that it's only delusion that saves us from terror. But no. Bad philosophy, bad philosophy, bad psychology, bad philosophy. It's like, no. First, the terror management theorists, they think the fundamental fear is of death. That's just because they're not very wise. They're not very deep. There are things that are much worse than death. So
I love how honest you are. Are you afraid of death?
Am I afraid of death? I'm afraid of dying.
Yeah, the pain of dying.
Well, you know, that can be trouble.
Yeah.
You know, I was very ill, in a lot of pain for 3 years. Like more pain every day than I'd ever experienced at any second in my previous life, constantly. And so and my wife was dying at the same time. And so that was a lot. I'm afraid of that. There were lots of times, most of the time during that, death would have just been a relief. It's like if there was a button, I would have pushed it. So, partly because it didn't look like it was ever going to end. And I thought, well, God, I'm just a burden to people around me. So, but, you know, most of that receded. And my wife lived too. So away we go. We both feel like we landed on a different planet.
Also, a massive thanks to Hallow for sponsoring this podcast. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd is where you want to go if you want to try out their entire app for 3 months for free. It is an absolutely fantastic app. They actually have all of my audio podcasts on there right now, so you can listen to them over there. They have Catholic lo-fi, meditation, amazing stuff. Hallow.com/Matt Fradd to get 3 months for free. Hey, thanks so much for watching this clip. If you want to watch more clips of me chatting with Jordan Peterson, click these videos somewhere here on this screen.